Hello, and welcome to another Providing Resources for Emergency Preparedness YouTube video. In this short video, I'm going to share with you my canning supply haul that I purchased over the summer, and I'm also going to share with you some tips that I use for finding canning supplies when it's hard to do. Stay tuned, and let's get in the intro, and I'll come right back and share my haul and tips with you. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching another Providing Resources for Emergency Preparedness YouTube video. If we haven't met before, my name is Lillian and I welcome you to the Prep family. I am so thrilled and excited you are watching and sharing in my journey to prepare my family for any emergency. Videos on this channel include food storage, cooking and baking, cash stuffing, and gardening. One day I sat down at my kitchen table to determine what I needed to do to prepare my family. That process resulted in 11 action tasks. Today's video falls into Action Task 11, Preserving Food. This category also includes canning, dehydrating, freezing, and cold room storage. In today's video, I'm excited to share my canning supplies haul for the 2022 garden season. Yes, I said 2022. I believe in a proactive approach to prepping. If you clicked on this video, I know you are a like-minded canning friend. Welcome to the channel. If you are not subscribed to the channel, join the Prep family by simply clicking the subscribe button and turning on the bell notifications so you are notified every time I upload a new video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. As an urban prepper, I believe in a proactive approach to purchasing canning supplies. Planning ahead has resulted in a good supply of canning lids, jars, and other supplies well ahead of my 2022 garden season. Now that I have purchased a ton of organic heirloom garden seeds, I want to be sure I have enough canning supplies to preserve my harvest. Okay, so let's start with my haul. For my haul, I have 5x6 12 packs of canning lids. This right here is 360 canning lids that I was able to find. I got most of these at Walmart on several different trips. So when I go to Walmart, I always go by the canning section and see if they have anything in stock. I look up top, I look below to look for canning supplies. So with this one, I have 360 regular size lids. I also picked up 2 of these regular mouth canning jar lids. Sometimes I use my canning jars to store other things, but I don't want to waste one of these lids storing it because these lids are so hard to find. So I picked up some of these plastic jar lids so that I could use those for storing non-canning stuff. I also picked up 4 of the wide mouth version of the same type of canning jar lids because I do have some wide mouth jars as well, so I picked up 4 of those. I also picked up 2 sets of the ball utensil preserving tools. It comes with 2 jar lifters, 2 funnels, and 2 bubbler or head measurers. So because I also can, and sometimes my daughter will come over and she'll help me can as well. So I picked up 2 sets. And then over here, I was able to find regular lids with the bands. So I have 6 going across, and I have 4 going up, so that's 24. And then each band and lid is 12, so it's 24 times 12. So that gives me a total of 288 lids. 60 lids I have over here, and the 288 lids I have of lids and band, I have a total of 648 lids. That should surely get me through the canning season. I also have 4 boxes of the wide mouth lids that I was able to find. I also have an order on Target for another 20 boxes of wide mouth lids, and I should get those in a few days. I also hauled 2 of these fermenting lids with the springs. So I have 2 of those, just in case I want to do some fermenting. And last but not least, I hauled 2. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Working with one hand. I hauled 2 of these water bath canners. Inside the water bath canner, you have the rack. It came with a rack and the lid, and I think they were both $21 each. Oops, sorry, I'm making all kinds of noise. It's $21 each, and it's just a granite ware, and I got these both from Walmart. A tip when you go to buy your canner from Walmart, your water bath canner, is check the lid. A lot of the lids were damaged. They were bent up and just horrible. So double check your canners for dents and your lids to make sure they lie flat, because we did experience that when we were at Walmart, that a lot of the canners were damaged. So we had to pick through them to get the right canner that we needed. All right. So then once I receive my other boxes of wide mouth lids from Target, I should be set on lids for the 2022 canning season. And with all the garden seeds that I have bought, I plan on harvesting a lot, and I wanted to ensure that I was able to can anything I don't dehydrate. In the previous section, I mentioned that I placed an order with Target.com for 20 boxes of wide mouth lids with bands. Those orders came in today, and I have it right here, so I'm going to unbox it and show you what I got. And as you know, I had 4 boxes of wide mouth lids in the last clip. So let's get this open. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Lots of wide mouth lids. This is perfect. Alrighty. So, as you can see here, I ordered on Target.com. That's another tip. Go online and do online orders as well as in-store purchases. And I was able to find 20 ball wide mouth lids with bands. And most of us, we have plenty of bands, but when there's a shortage, you take what you can get. So I got 20 of these. So let's see if I got all 20. Okay. Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is perfect. With the wide mouth lids I have from this order from Target, and plus the 4 that I had in a previous clip, that should give me more than enough to get through the 2022 canning season. There were an abundance of mason jars available when we went out shopping. We found the stores were well stocked and really packed with mason jars. Lids is what you cannot find. So as we purchased our mason jars, my daughter made sure to inspect each and every mason jar before purchasing. to ensure that we did not have any defective jars in the cart. At the second Walmart, we found that store was equally well stocked. The store had 2 full pallets of wide mouth and regular mouth ball jars, and then they had an abundance of Kerr regular mouth jars on 2 end caps. I already had a cart full, and my daughter was stacking our second cart. It was a pleasant and peaceful shopping experience as we shopped early, so there were 0 lines, as the Walmarts in our area can be quite busy. We also utilized self-checkout, and we were in and out of the store in no time. 2 Walmarts and 1 Target later, our vehicle was full, and we made our way back home to unload our canning jar bounty. Number 1. So my first tip for finding canning supplies is to shop when everybody else is not shopping. So during the winter, when everybody has moved on from canning, from September, October, and November, everybody's canning. So in December, they'll restock the stores, and everybody will be moving on to posting seed videos. They'll be doing seed hauls. What seeds am I buying for the 22 season? When Christmas comes, that's when you want to be buying your canning supplies, when they are first restocked in the store. So December, January, February, March, you should be buying all of your canning supplies. You should be buying your lids. You should be buying your jars. That is the time to buy your canning supplies. Number 2. The second tip is to look at stores that are not Walmart and Target. Go to your Lowe's, go to your Home Depots, go to your Menards if you have them, go to your Farm and Fleet if you have those type of stores in your neighborhood. Go to reputable other national retailers that are not Walmart and Target, and you will find a ton of canning supplies in those stores. Number 3. So my next tip is to sign up for email alerts. If you go to Walmart.com, Target.com, and the other major retailers online, when they are out of stock online, you can sign up for email alerts. They'll send an alert to your email letting you know when they're back in stock. So for example, I like to sign up for the Walmart.com mainstay regular mouth lids with rings alert. So in order to get the in-stock alerts, you just click the in-stock button and you type in a valid email address. And you hit the submit. And then it says, thanks, we'll send you an email when this item is back in stock. Number 4. It's important that you have the money available when they are back in stock once you get that email alert. So if you watch my channel before, you know that I do cash envelope stuffing. And a part of my cash envelope stuffing is to budget so that I can prep. I'm a prepper first, and I use my cash envelopes to purchase things like the canning supplies. So every month I set aside approximately $100 to $200 towards prepping. So when I get those alerts saying canning supplies are back in stock, I already have the money on hand, it's budgeted, I don't have to struggle and strain to come up with the money, it's readily available. That's how you maximize your ability to get canning supplies when there's so many shortages. A lot of us have picked up a lot of garden seeds, and we're canning things that we have bought and gardened and grown ourselves. So we need to make sure that you have adequate canning supplies on stock when you need them. Number 5. So my 5th tip is to stay up to date on where to buy genuine Ball brand products, Ball and Kerr. Now, A lot of people are getting scammed out of their money. Because there is a canning supply shortage, people are becoming desperate and they're visiting those websites that start with an A and an E, and they're buying off-brand canning products. They are getting scammed out of their money because I belong to several canning Facebook groups, and women on there have reported that they went on to those websites that start with an A or an E, and they bought those canning lids, and they have lost everything they preserve. We go through a lot of trouble as gardeners, as preppers, as homesteaders to grow our own food. What is the purpose of spending 144 days? My growing season is 144 days. Of spending 144 days to grow food, harvest that food, hours canning it, only to have every single lid fail. Women in those groups have reported that they bought those lids, those unauthorized lids that are made in somewhere that is not the US. They got them. They were flimsy. They were underweight. The seals were off, but they used them anyway, and they lost hundreds of dollars worth of food. Some people lost their entire harvest that they can. Why go through all that trouble? I strongly encourage each and every one of you to be proactive in searching for your canning supplies early. This is why I'm doing this video. Only use the genuine, authorized Ball and Kerr products sold by authorized suppliers. So if you go to the Ball website, which I have up here, freshpreserving.com, Ball lists those suppliers. You can see them here: Ace Hardware, Kroger, Target, True Value, Walmart, Meijer, Menards, Albertson, and Tractor Supply. If you live in the United States, you got one of these major stores near you. There are also additional retailers listed: H-E-B, Food Lion, Stater Brothers, Mills Fleet, Publix, Giant Food Stores, Winn, Kohl's, Michael Stores, Giant Eagle, Bi-Mart, Blaine Supply, Hy-Vee, Do It Best, Wegmans, and ShopRite. Make sure that you are buying from an authorized retailer. Otherwise, be prepared to lose your entire harvest. What's the purpose of prepping? As preppers, as homesteaders, as gardeners, going through all that trouble to lose your harvest. Don't cheap out. Everything that's cheap for you is not good for you. Spend the money on the jars, spend the money on the proper bands to ensure that what you grow in your garden will be there for your family when it's needed. Make sure you are only buying from authorized retailers. Be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you are notified every time I upload a canning video for the 2022 harvest season. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing in my preparedness journey. I am so excited to start water bath canning and pressure canning. This canning supply haul is just another step on my complete journey to family emergency preparedness. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.